It's wild that Microsoft laid off that many people when Microsoft is the
6,000
biggest
people.
investor in
Six
OpenAI. So
6,000
you're just
people.
laying off all your people to spend more money on something that wastes money for your company. So
E-
use
Either
AI.
that, either that, or they're losing money in some other way. I mean, I don't know what jobs. I've just saw some
Mm.
like blanket LinkedIn posts about it. But maybe the positions have become non-essential. I mean, that
Yeah.
also
Mm.
happens.
Yeah. And the tariffs are fucking with everything.
And
So
the tariffs
companies
are
don't
fucking with
honestly.
everything. The only thing that breaks my heart is, so like out of the like 30 or 40% of people that were laid off in the past 2 years from big tech, the majority of them have been women. So it was HR people, it was project managers, it was administrators, it was recruiters. Those are the people that were like shuffled out first. So
Mhm.
where post pandemic, it was like, oh, bring women into the workforce, right? Bring Black and brown people into the workforce. Now, I don't know. I don't understand the shift. I think it's still like we're still too deep in the middle of the pendulum swinging because of AI and people's like even company like big companies misconceptions about AI and its use, that there's going to be some sort of like not regulation, but eventually it will balance out, because I think with the tariffs it's just too much. And yeah, I mean, if Microsoft is saying to themselves, yo, I need to build factories here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can no longer, do business with China, or I can no longer, right? Whatever it is. I, I think, I think
We
it's
don't
too
know.
early to tell why.
The reason that there is a global supply chain is because America does not have the infrastructure to do it themselves. And we've been regulating the shit out of China being able to do it themselves. But so China was pissed, so they decided to make their own shit, but they've had to secure trade deals and all this stuff so that they can make their own chips. So now they have infrastructure to create their own chips,
Correct.
and we never created that because
And
we were focused
speed.
on trading, and now with our tariffs we're fucking up our own global supply chain, so it's just going to affect us being able to make chips. Apple has already pre-bought like a shit ton of stuff. Every tech company is freaking out. They thought
Yeah.
if they bribed Trump that there would be a lot of, and then just it's just, and when I was just in SF, I was talking to one of my friends. I was like, "Oh, what do you do for work?" Because they were like, "I'm not unemployed for the first time since we hung out." And I was like, "Oh, what do you do?" And they're like,
Dinner on
"I
you.
pack and ship like the big glass that they make the chips, and they do the thing, and they put it in the smaller boxes, and that is their job, is just packing big glass into little glass into something." And I don't really know, but it's something to make like semiconductor chips. And I'm like, oh shit, they're doing
Wild.
that shit in Silicon Valley. But also, baby girl, get every health checkup you possibly can while you're employed, because everyone that works those jobs, the reason that they don't have those jobs in America is because a lot of those jobs, people that work them get a lot of cancer, get a lot of
Oh
dying.
my
And
gosh.
yeah. So it's just like they were like, let's get other people to do it. Oh wait, just kidding. We need to bring the jobs back to the US so that we can compete intelligently with other companies. But if we do that, then the people are gonna die, and that's why we overship the jobs to somewhere else. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it's too chaotic and like
how
too
long before you think
new.
we're gonna have colonies on the moon of people that they don't want to see anymore, just building things?
There was this, I wish I had her name, but there was this girl who was looking for engineers, and she has a startup that is selling the first trips to the moon. I can probably dig it up because I put it into my little mood board, because I was like, oh my God, like they are literally trying to fucking figure it out. So the short answer is 3 years. 3 years.
Three
Within three
years.
years, I think people will be building on the moon.
In 3 years, people will be building on the moon. In 2 years, they've said that like anesthesiologists will lose their job because computers can just tell you how much a patient needs. And I'm like, yeah, unless it hallucinates the wrong answer, and then people die.
Yeah, she had a startup that was that was getting people to the moon and booking flights to the moon, and they were hiring no designers, just engineers. And it showed up on my beautiful LinkedIn feed, my beautifully curated LinkedIn feed
You
with
wanna
all these
teach us how to curate LinkedIn the way that you
boss
can do it?
bitches. Yo, I don't know. LinkedIn just became one with my body. It just it I don't know. I couldn't well, I also didn't realize that all these lit people were following me because I never clicked on my followers before. So that was
Yo,
the first thing. That was the first old lady thing was I have like over 2,000 followers on LinkedIn. I don't know why people follow me. I don't post content. But I went and clicked on that, and as I was scrolling, it was like fucking lead product designer, senior product designer, fucking CEO, founder of a SaaS, like founder of a fintech. It was just like all these great people, and I was like, oh my god, like you're interesting, and you've got a great fucking profile picture, and oh my god, your freaking LinkedIn cover is fire too. Like, let's be friends. And they're all putting
LinkedIn
out content, which is lit.
one thing that I started noticing, so my last role, not my current role, but my last role, I was working at a unicorn startup. And when I went to the job listings tab, it was like, look for startups that are also, or like, look for jobs that are also at $1 billion valuation unicorn start. It's
Mm.
like a tier category of certain people that it shows certain jobs
And
to based on your
LinkedIn.
past work history. And so like it was letting me choose to only search by startups that had $1 billion valuations to look at jobs. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Word.
And
I
now
think
I
they
don't work
call
in startups, I'm in big tech, and now it's showing me all the big tech jobs that it didn't
oh,
before.
they call them actually unicorns. That's the name of the filter, is
Yeah, yeah,
unicorn.
it's a unicorn startup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how prestigious it is to work at. So I guess my last company was actually pretty prestigious as far as the fact that most companies aren't unicorns. Unicorns are like the dream scenario for a startup.
Word.
So now because I had that on my resume, like it's a good thing for like in the future.
Forever. It's a good thing forever. Okay? It's a good thing forever.